Today we'll be creating a cool Christmas tree scene in VR using the application Blocks. So this will include the tree with its stars and ornaments, just decorations, and the presents and the snowy ground. So to start off, we'll take a white cube, we'll place it, and we will scale it down vertically. Now we select the stroke tool, and let's make it a green color, and the vertice count on this stroke will be 10. Now when we place the stroke, we want to make sure we're holding down the left trigger and we quickly double click our right trigger. This will make sure we don't get any weird strokes. Select the modifier tool on extrude mode to extrude up the top of our newly created stroke, and we'll scale it down to a single point so it's like a cone. We'll now extrude the bottom, and we're going to make it smaller but not as small as point and just push it up into the tree. And again, using the modifier tool, we're going to select the outside edges of our cone, and we're going to alternate putting them up and down. Pushing up on the bottom of the tree will give us the cool tree effect we're looking for. I'm also going to pull out edges of the tree to give it more of that round shape. I'll start to make copies of this, and this will make the tree come together. When I copy a new level of the tree, I adjust it a little bit so they all don't look the same. Using a brown cylinder in grid mode, we can make the trunk of the tree. Now it's time for decorations. We'll create a goldish yellowish sphere. We'll scale down and we'll place it at points around the tree. I'll use the same technique for a purple ornament and a red ornament. Now it's time to make a candy cane. We'll select the stroke tool and make sure grid mode is on. And while holding a left trigger, we'll start to go straight up and then curve at the end. I use the modifier tool to separate the candy cane into sections, and that's how we'll color each section red, white, red, white. And here I'm just starting to color each section. Now that we've completed the candy cane, we can scale it down and copy it to places around the tree. So now all that's left is a star. So we'll select the stroke tool, and with 10 points on our stroke still, we'll place a stroke right above the tree by double clicking. Now before we start indenting the actual star, we'll create a center point. So we'll use the subdividing tool to make cuts to the center, and we'll do that on both sides of the star. After that, we can start indenting every other side to give it that star shape. We'll pull out the center that we created earlier to give the star more definition. The star is completed, so we can place it right on the tree. The Christmas tree is done, so now it's time to make the presents. We'll start with making cubes. I used a red cube to start out with, and with grid mode selected, I will place one. Now I'll add another bigger cube to the top. This will act as the top of our present, and I'll scale it down vertically. To make the ribbons, I used smaller white cubes, and I wrapped them around the bigger red cubes that we already made. I then copied the ribbons and I rotated them 90 degrees so I could put them on the other sides of the present. To make the bow, I used the stroke tool and I created these little curves, and then I added the ends. Now all you have to do is copy the presents, change them up by changing the colors, size, and then we will place them around the tree. So I've created 3 different versions. Now I'm just going to put them around the tree. Our scene is mostly done, so if you wanted, you can just add some cool little snowy effects around by using the sphere, white small spheres, and just place them in random areas. I'm going to also add my Frosty the Snowman model, so I'm going to expand the snow ground a little bit and go into blocks and import my Frosty model. So there you have it. We have a cool Christmas scene that we created in 10 minutes, including Christmas tree, some presents, and a snowman if you want to import mine. Go ahead and save, and if this video helped you, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.